Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 Local News for Tuesday, November 12th, 2024. A woman was killed after being pinned by her own car in Joshua Tree. On Sunday at 2:40 p.m., San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies responded to an incident in the 61,200 block of Alta Loma Drive in Joshua Tree. The Sheriff's Department says that Sally Chavez, 55, drove from her residence down a steep hill to dump trash in front of her house. Investigators believe that she exited the car, but that she became pinned under her own vehicle. Passing cars spotted her from the road and reported the matter to law enforcement. Chavez was pronounced dead at the scene by the San Bernardino County coroner. The Sheriff's Department said that this incident is not being considered suspicious. Tonight's 29 Palms City Council meeting will feature a slew of presentations, a public hearing on cleanup costs of an abandoned lot, plus discussions on a plan for assisting the homeless, and a long-term strategic planning initiative. Reporter Heather Clisby has more.
The 29 Palms City Council will kick off tonight's meeting with 6 presentations, including an update on current projects from Reach Out Yucca Valley, a recap of Dine in 29 and Restaurant Week, info on the upcoming Creche Festival, a filing of the city's annual comprehensive financial report, an audit report on federal awards of the year, and a presentation by the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department on the new flock camera system. Next, the council will host a public hearing on the abatement of an abandoned lot that had become an illegal dumping ground. The Planning Commission had declared the lot a public nuisance, and the city hauled away trash, debris, and an abandoned motorhome at a cost of nearly $18,000. The council will likely order the property owner, Ronald Russell of Redlands, to repay the city within 10 days of the hearing. The council will then discuss a proposal from the nonprofit organization Molding Hearts to provide housing and rehabilitative services for the homeless. With a look to the future, the council will then consider contracting services with Moore Iaconofano Goldsman, an urban planning and design firm, to conduct a comprehensive long-term strategic planning initiative. The meeting takes place on Tuesday, November 12th at 6 p.m. at City Hall, 6136 Adobe Road. It can be live streamed or viewed on demand via the city's website, 29palms.org. Reporting for Z107.7, I'm Heather Clisby.
The Yucca Valley Planning Commission will consider how to regulate filming at short-term vacation rentals. Here is reporter Adeline J. Wells with that and more on the agenda for tonight's meeting.
The Yucca Valley Planning Commission meeting will begin with a public hearing on commercial sidewalk displays. The item has been raised at several recent meetings to establish standards for such displays in town. Potential parameters include the size, hours of operation, and limits on signage. The Commission will then consider conflicting codes for commercial and recreational filming activities at temporary short-term vacation rental properties in Yucca Valley. While the town has an ordinance that provides limited regulations for filming, the current permit for short-term vacation rentals prohibits commercial and non-commercial filming at such properties in an attempt to prevent disruptive behavior. The Commission will provide direction on how to establish a consistent code for filming at short-term rentals. Tonight's meeting is open to the public and begins at 6 p.m. at the Yucca Valley Community Center. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Adeline J. Wells.
The Morongo Unified School District Board of Trustees will hold their regular 6 p.m. meeting tonight at Joshua Tree Elementary School. Reporter Gabriel Hart has highlights of the meeting's agenda for us today.
Several recognitions are in order. First, for MUSD's robotics team for being the tournament finalists of the Centennial Robotics Spooktacular, qualifying for the Create US Open in Iowa, and for their work in Sacramento to advocate for STEM education. The Board of Education will conduct a public hearing on the reporting required for the tentative agreements reached at the Morongo Teachers Association, California School Employees Association, and Management, Supervisory, and Confidential, followed by action item requests for the board to approve the tentative agreement between the Morongo Unified School District and the California School Employees Association and its Chapter 29, the 2024-25 5% one-time off-schedule bonus for MTNA and MUSD management, as well as approve the reporting for change in compensation for MTA, Management, Supervisory, and Confidential employees for 2024-25. For additional action items, the board is requested to designate December 17, 2024 as its annual reorganization meeting, as well as adopt the 2024-25 school plans for student achievement for 16 MUSD schools. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Gabriel Hart.
When directors at the Bighorn Desert View Water Agency meet at 6 p.m. today, they'll be looking at writing off some bad debt. Reporter Mike Lipsitz is here to tell us how much and why.
The how much is quite small at just north of $1,300, representing the total true bad debt accumulated between July 2023 and this past June. It is the amount that couldn't be recovered through property liens nor any of the tools used by the agency. The public is invited to attend tonight's meeting in person at the agency's board meeting office under the Old Water Tower on Cherokee Trail in Landers. Remote participation is also an option. See this story at Z107.7 FM.com for a link to the full agenda, which includes information on all the options for viewing or participating in tonight's meeting. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Mike Lipsitz.
A new electric vehicle charging station is opening soon in Joshua Tree. Rivian, the maker of electric trucks and SUVs, is opening their second charging station at 61142 29 Palms Highway, just east of Saddleback Road in Joshua Tree. This is Rivian's second charging station, with their first built near Yosemite National Park. The company says they are placing charging stations near national parks to encourage exploration. The facility features more than 12 chargers. Though Rivian has not released details about their Joshua Tree charging station, their Yosemite facility features restrooms open to the public from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and open to Rivian owners only from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. The facility also provides complimentary coffee and a shop for snacks. Rivian chargers have some compatibility with other electric vehicles. Rivian did not respond to a request for information about their Joshua Tree facility, so it is unknown if the charging station will be staffed or when it is expected to open. Health insurance counseling and advocacy program called HICAP provides free, unbiased Medicare counseling to Medicare beneficiaries and their families. It can help you identify potential cost savings, understand your healthcare choices, and explore your plan options. Reporter Hillary Sloan is here to tell you about an event in 29 Palms that HICAP is putting together today.
The Health Insurance Counseling and Advocacy Program is holding a Medicare annual enrollment clinic to help senior and disabled residents review Medicare and Medicare Advantage plans, review current medications, and answer questions. Appointments are needed for each individual to get personalized attention. A counselor will be available to help individuals understand benefits and enrollment, prescription drug plan coverage, Medicare Advantage plans, supplement policies, Medigap, employee and retiree coverage, the Affordable Care Act, Medicare Limited Income Assistance Programs, and long-term care insurance, as well as provide legal assistance with Medicare appeals and administrative hearings. In 29 Palms, the counseling today is at the Senior Center, 6539 Adobe Road, from 11 to 2 p.m. Call to see if appointments are available, 760-367-5780. For more information and other enrollment centers, see this story at Z107.7 FM.com. For Z107.7, this is reporter Hillary Sloan.
And finally, by all measures, the 6th annual Yucca Valley Film Festival was considered a success. Running from Friday through Sunday, the film festival drew nearly 1,000 attendees throughout the weekend, and organizers reported standing room only crowds for several of the screenings. On Sunday night, 17 awards were given out by moderator Chloe Malaz and festival director Matt Bourreau, who co-hosted the awards event. 5 awards went to local artists and movies filmed locally in the high desert. Local artists awarded this year are J.D. Rudometkin with The Sheep Are Safely Gathered In, Stephen Funk with existential action thriller, Shannon Morzov with Drain, which was filmed in Joshua Tree, and Natalie Faye take home the prestigious Yucca Valley Award for 4 Feet Away. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmatz.